Good morning, Jagender Rana here. Topic for the day is no claim and non-standard claims. No claim and non-standard claim. In India, the difference between a no claim and non-standard claim is clearly visible from the practices which the insurance companies are following. Because no claim means repudiation or rejection of a claim. That means insurance companies not at all have accepted any liability and denied the claim. Maybe because the cause of loss is beyond the purview of the policy, or the peril insured, the cause of loss is not an insured peril, it is an exclusion, or it may be an add-on cover but not opted by the insured. If the loss is caused by that reason, the insurance company will reject the claim. So repudiation or no claim is not always wrong. It may be justified on account of the policy terms and conditions. But it can be objectionable when due to technical reasons the claim is rejected. Say for example, delayed filing. So there are Supreme Court verdicts that the claim cannot be rejected on technical grounds. These technical grounds can be challenged before the court of law. So no claim means denial of liability by the insurance company. Absolute denial of the liability by the insurance company. But non-standard claim means a non-standard claim is a claim that is considered non-standard and settled according to guidelines set out by the National Commission. These guidelines include claims for overloading or pay and claims for overloading of pay and claims or deduct 25% of capacity claim amount. Examples of non-standard claims include fundamental breaches of policy terms and taxes, violating policies. So many among the insurance communities are happy that courts have endorsed non-standard claims settlement. Non-standard claim settlement originated from the PSU insurer's claim manual. There are many versions of this. The latest version is the term non-standard or compromised or negotiated are used interchangeably. All claims that cannot be settled as standard, where all terms, conditions and warranties of the policy are not fully complied, may be treated as non-standard claims. So it is clarified that where the breach of policy condition or warranty are neither the cause of loss nor have contributed to the extent of loss, the claim can be treated as standard claims. So on the basis of this, many insurers are happy to treat any illegal or alleged violation of the policy as a non-standard claim. And this brings on consequent consumer court cases and in large claims, arbitration cases also. In all such forums, the insurer may offer a defense that settlement as non-standard has been approved by courts including the Supreme Court. The first important court intervention appears to be Kesar-Van versus United India Insurance Company Limited 2000, heard by the National Commission. So there is a NCDRC quoted the guidelines when a breach of warranty or policy condition referred to as a breach arises, and where such breach is of a technical nature or is evidently beyond the control or knowledge of the insured, or is considered after rectifying the policy and collecting additional premium where due, Secondly, where the breach is material to the loss or where an act of the insured or his agent has contributed to such a breach. In such cases, if the insured has acted with the best of intention and has not consciously committed the breach or where the legal question of liability is in doubt, payment may be considered on merits of each case up to a maximum of 75% of the assessed amount of loss. So in this case, NCDRC referred to Supreme Court cases such as Scandia Insurance Company Limited versus Kokilaben, Chandrabandhan and others, 1987, and VV Nagaraju versus Messrs Oriental Insurance Company Limited, 1996, which raised several important principles when insurers settle claim. These include reading down the exclusion clause. Even if one were to make a strictly doctrinary approach, the very same conclusion would emerge in obedience to the doctrine of reading down the exclusion clause in the light of the main purpose of the provision, so that the exclusion clause highlighted earlier. So the effort must be to harmonize the two instead of following the exclusion clause to serve successfully as the main purpose. Then main purpose rule, and then fundamental breach, violation to be material to the loss. Supreme Court allows claims to settle as non-standard in the case of Manjeet Singh versus National Insurance Company Limited, 2017. So the Supreme Court in para 5 stated that the violation of the condition should be such a fundamental breach so that the claimant cannot claim any amount whatsoever. As far as violation in carrying passenger is concerned, this can consistently be held not to be a fundamental breach, and in this behalf we may take reference to the judgment of this court in many cases. So, it may be noted that in the above cases, violation of allowing in the passengers by driver was not considered as a material breach as such. So what merited non-standard settlement was the passenger stole the track. Such an act, showing the carelessness of the insured owner, would have merited full eradication because the carrying of passenger against the policy provisions became the proximate cause of a major loss. If directly caused a loss owing to a risk not allowed in the policy, however, the court took cognizance of the fact that the owner was not at fault, and from being an issue that could be considered meriting a full reputation. So the Supreme Court reduced it to a non-standard settlement, making the insurers pay 75% of the assessed loss. This can be considered to be the real of meaning of a non-standard settlement. So given the nature of claims and the various situations that go behind the occurrence of the loss, it is necessary that the materiality of the breach and whether it is fundamental or not has to be examined before a claim is fully repudiated. Thus, the steps envisaged in claim settlement, as seen before, can be revived in the claim manuals of the insurers. Where the breach is only technical and not material, no action need to be taken. Where the breach is one that can be rectified by correction of the premium, collect the difference in premium and pay the loss in full. Where the breach has caused a real loss and a material breach of the policy term is proved, but the insured has shown his innocence of having committed a fundamental breach as seen above. So the claim can be settled on non-standard basis. Then there is the method. Recently, one of the most notable changes in the introduction of flexibility policy durations, customers can now opt for insurance policies that span less than a year, annual or even more than a year, providing more choices to fit individuals' needs and preferences. Because the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India has introduced a series of new rules that are set to significantly impact your general insurance policies, such as motor, health and home insurance, making them more customer friendly and efficient. These changes are geared toward faster claim settlement, innovative insurance product, and reducing burdens on policyholders. One of the most notable changes is the introduction of flexible policy duration. Customers can now opt for insurance policies that span less than a year, annual, or even more than a year, providing more choices to fit individual needs and preferences. So, the important part is that the claim settlement process has been standardized and streamlined. The allocation of surveyors through a tag-based solution by the General Insurance Council now must occur within 24 hours of the claim report. So furthermore, surveyors must submit their survey reports within 15 days of allocation. And once the insurer receives the survey report, they need to decide on the claim within 7 days. This accelerated timeline is designed to reduce delays and enhance customer satisfaction. So, in terms of documentation, no claim can be rejected due to a lack of documents, as all necessary documents will be requested during the underwriting process. Upon claim settlement, customers will only need to submit documents directly relevant to the claim, simplifying the procedure. So additionally, for cases of partial loss under motor insurance, the policyholder will no longer need to dispose of the salvage themselves. Instead, the insurer will handle the salvage collection, ensuring that the policyholder receives the claim amount without inconvenience. So the Master Circular also states any delay in settlement of the claims beyond the above stipulated timelines is a violation of legislation or regulations. The insurer is liable to be imposed a penalty for such delay. Moreover, it states that the insurer cannot repudiate the claim in full or part where the breach of warranty or condition is not relevant to the nature or circumstances of loss, and where such delay has not resulted in the amount of assessed loss being increased. So the new rules also state that customers should be given the first choice under motor insurance of pay as you drive, pay as you go, and pay as you use, offering tailored solutions based on actual usage rather than fixed premiums. This flexibility can result in significant cost saving for many drivers. So in July 2022, IRDA permitted general insurance companies to incorporate tech-enabled concepts into motor-owned damage policies. Since then, there has been a surge of usage-based products, and insurance companies are increasingly utilizing data from telemetric devices, gadgets that monitor and transmit information on a car's distance, driving behavior, and pattern to a remote server to set premium rates. This add-on can be obtained either at the time of renewal or when purchasing a new motor insurance policy directly from the insurer or online. So these reforms by IRDAI are a significant step towards making motor insurance more dynamic, customer-centric, and efficient. Policyholder can now enjoy enhanced flexibility, quicker claim settlements, and a more streamlined documentation process. So insurance companies have to see, before making any insurance claim as no claim or rejection or repudiation, they have to see the terms and conditions and the practices and the guidelines of the IRDA. Repudiation of an insurance claim means there has to be a justified reason, even for settling the claim on non-standard basis. The reason has to be one of those which is stipulated and which is mentioned in the law or in the guidelines of the IRDA. Customers should not face any difficulty or any complex jargon of the wordings. Settlement should be smooth and proper and hassle. Thank you very much.